Hello, this is Bowblax here, and we're back for more Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. In the last episode, we finished off D1, and in this episode, we are going to, D2. But before we actually get started here, I'd like to address a few things. I'm gonna start updating this a lot more often, because they're not too hard to make, and mainly, being lazy and getting distracted with a lot of other things I have to do. With school, just about ending, and, my other projects. But, now that, school's pretty much ended for me, tomorrow's my last day, but I am recording this on the 18th, so probably won't go up today. Probably go up today, my last day of school, the 19th, hopefully, that's what I plan. But, now that I won't have school, I'm planning to, finish this, like, before the end of July. That is my goal, because I started this back in March, and, it's been almost about 4 months. That's a long time for a Let's Play, especially one that's this short. I'm only like in the 20s for the parts, so I would like to actually get going with the project and finish it. So you will have, I think, like at least 2 videos a week. At least 2 videos a week of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. That will be my goal. I do have a lot of projects going, and it is really hard for me to keep updated, but I'm trying not to abandon projects. I have a real tendency to do that, and I do not want that to happen to, especially this one since it's so far into it. So yeah, I expect to see a lot more Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon content in the coming weeks and such. I would like to finish it like mid-July or beginning of July. I wouldn't like to wait all the way till like the end of July. But I definitely need to finish this for sure, like no matter what, before Pikmin 3 comes out, because that's gonna be my new Let's Play. And I cannot have this many Let's Plays going at the same time. So yes, I will start updating this more. I have, as I said from the last episode, I do have this episode and the next 3, no, the next 3 after this, all of this mansion recorded, so I have that done. So I have all of this, like, no, not recorded, edited, this whole Let's Play is recorded from Mega Man NG. Thank you again. Yeah, let's thank him again, because he's been a real help for this project. But, I will, yeah, I'll finish this. I will record I have time, so I will try to record all of these, like all the next 4 episodes in a row, so you should have them daily for at least 4 days. Well, not daily for 4 days, because on Friday, Relay Versus is coming out, but yeah. Anyways, now that I'm done rambling, what you have to do right there is you have to, you have to get that chicken and burn it and bring it to the, painting thing to melt it and dark light it and stuff. Hopefully you ignored my, my commentary and looked at the footage if you're trying to use this for walkthrough purposes. I am sorry for that. I kind of got a lot sidetracked. I was gonna say a bit, but actually it was way more than a bit. But yeah, I really need to address that, so yeah, I had to sacrifice a few explanations. But yeah, hopefully the footage was self-explanatory enough for you guys. Anyways, what we have to do this mission is that we have to, let me think. This is mission D2. So we have to go to the bottom of the mine in this mission. We have to go all the way to the very, very bottom of the mine. We have been pretty deep in this mine so far, but not nearly as deep as it gets. This mine gets very, very deep. So yeah. But anyways, if you do those little series of stuff that was just shown, and get these logs and put them on the ice, you'll have enough weight to break the ice, and to get this gem. And when I played this for the first time, it was really hard for me to figure it out because I thought you had to like melt the ice or something. And I got the logs and I didn't know what to do with them. I'm like, where is the light to burn them with? I was so dumb because I wasn't thinking of weight and stuff. So yeah, a lot of these puzzles in this game can be pretty challenging. This game is a very medium game in terms of difficulty with the puzzles, especially if you're trying to get all the gems. But yeah. So anyways, we are now back in here. Actually, we could have went straight across from that bridge, but I wanted to get that gem. But here, this is a really, really cool new mechanic that is about to be shown off here. So, yep. It's just like, it's about to go in. And... Valve, feel free to sue. Feel free to sue, Valve. Nintendo has taken your idea for Portal and implemented it into their games. Feel free to sue. All suing rights to Valve. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, portals will be more important in the next mansion. But right here's the introduction to it. What you can do is you can bring items through portals and stuff. But something interesting about portals is you can't bring items like in your vacuum through doors, because doors you have to open with your hands and your hands are busy like holding the vacuum. But with portals, you can just go through them with items. So that will be very important for the next mansion, which is personally one of my favorite mansions. I think if not the best mansion in this game. So yes. But I don't know if we've went down a slide yet. I don't think we have. But actually right here, if you uncover that map, lots of bills. You can get all the money, and it's so good. But oh yeah, we did in the sea mansion when we sea mansion as in we went under the sea, but I mean sea mansion as in old clockworks. And the letter C. We went down the sand slide, but if I didn't explain it already, what you can do is you can use the R trigger to suck, and then you will go faster down the slope, and if you use L to blow, you will go slower. So if you want to adjust your speed, you can. You can also use the portal to go back up to the slide if you missed anything. There was a key and a gem, so be sure to get both of those things. So right here we can't really do anything, but if we check this barrel, a little propeller will come up, and then we can open this area and it unveils a door. And we put our key in it and unlock it, because that's what keys do. It's a very magical concept, I know. Keys only started to be introduced in 2013 of March with this new game, I know. Just being weird at this point. Anyways, this is a pretty interesting room. Also, you can get some golden bats to come out if you melt that thingamajigger that I just melted on the screen. You saw gameplay, so no need to explain. No need to explain what's going on screen right now. Anyways, yeah, you try to melt that, ghosts appear. You want to suck them in, and then you want to quickly close the window. I don't know if more ghosts come in if you don't close the window. I always close it right away, just in case. But yeah, I think more ghosts will come out eventually. But the room did get lit, so I don't think. Yeah, but you have to close it anyways, because if you don't close it, every time you try to melt the ice, the fire will go out on the log. So yeah. But anyways, we're pretty close. Like after this little area, which you can go down if you use this spinny thing, whatever, this elevator, this manual elevator. We are pretty much gonna be at the bottom of the mine. Yeah, this mine goes down pretty deep. I wasn't lying. So yeah, just keep blowing, 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 and then halfway through blowing, or sucking, whichever one you do, you gold greeny will appear, so you can just grab that in the background. So yeah, that'd actually be really cool to see in 3D. There's a lot of cool little areas that the 3DS is good for in its 3D, but personally, I don't really use the 3DS in 3D because it doesn't really matter, and it drains batteries, mostly for just battery life, and I don't really think it's necessary. Like, the games I probably use it the most in are probably Ocarina of Time 3D, just because it was like meant kind of for the 3D because it's like a remake of a game that didn't have 3D. But yeah, that's pretty much the only time I use it. Actually, in the comments, tell me if you use 3D on the 3DS or not. I'd be kind of interested because I don't know a lot of people who actually use the 3D like frequently, like not even 24/7. Especially, it's really hard to get that sweet spot. They talk about it in the system settings of the 3DS. They call it the sweet spot, but that like sweet spot for the 3D, because if you hold it at weird angles, you can't really see the 3D that good. It is better on the XL, which is the 3DS I own, the type of 3DS I own. I actually have both, but I use my XL. If you're wondering, since it might seem kind of pointless to you for me to get another, spend the money on another 3DS, the reason I do that is because my hands are huge. Well, mostly my fingers are really long. Like, they're really, really long. So, like, it's always really awkward to hold the small 3DS because my, like, my fingers, like, overlap each other. And it's like, you know, kind of like when you have your hand in that position where you're, like, cupping something. It's like my fingers are kind of like that far overlapped. Like, my entire fingers are overlapped. And it's just really weird, especially when you're trying to do intense gaming, like where you generate sweat and stuff. Yeah. But anyways, enough about that. More about the game. Ghosts, you catch them. Yeah, that's the thing you do. I think it's the thing you do. I don't know exactly. Maybe, kind of. I don't know. Honestly, just I don't know. But anyway, something interesting going on here is that the boos are torturing these poor ghosts in these crystals. It's very, very sad. Freaking like ghost slavery, man. But anyways, there is a block of ice that we need to destroy, so let's go find something to destroy it with. And if we go down here, we can see that if we pull this, a machine will start, and what this machine will do is go with the gameplay. This is like the bad thing about doing post commentary, is that whenever you're trying to explain something, you always have to wait for the gameplay to catch up, or you're behind on the gameplay and stuff. I guess I just have to get used to it. I'm not really a post commentator. But if you pull these, you can get some rocks to go into the portal, and it will come out on the other end, and we can use that to melt that ice thing, so we can pull down that thing. I don't even know what to like say. The chain, I guess. The chains and ropes. I always call chains and ropes like things. Like, chains are things, but you shouldn't refer to chains as things. It's very unpoetic and stuff. But yeah. Let me just talk about something here since there's not much to talk about right now. I was thinking, like, I know Cloud Koopa does this also. Really easy to miss a gem up there. But there is, I didn't even remember that one was there, but I haven't played the game in a while. Cloud Koopa does these, like, comment questions. Like, he does a random question or a relevant question, it really depends on the episode, in the comment section, and you guys answer it. And I was wondering if I should do that, because it would be a lot more interactive and stuff. But then I kind of feel that it would prevent, like, unique comments that don't talk about that. Which I guess it wouldn't. I don't really know. I just really haven't done it, but if you guys think I should do it, feel free to post some comments and say that I should. Like, sometimes in the middle of episodes I say, comment question, blah 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 blah, but I never actually say it in the comments, and it's never every episode, so I was wondering if you wanted me to make that an actual thing. But then I'd be kind of copying off, like, Cloud's unique idea, I guess. Because I haven't really seen much other people do it, so. But anyways, after you do that little puzzle, which is actually a pretty unique puzzle, I kind of like how they handled the elements in this game. I like it better in the original Luigi's Mansion because the elements were like, the ghost elements and stuff, and then that's the one thing I'm sad that they took out. That and the really, unique portrait ghosts. I think the bosses in the original are miles better than this one. But, yeah, I'm glad they still handle elements, and the way they do it is pretty interesting and kind of, fits in with all the other, unique puzzles you do with the vacuum, so. Anyway, speaking of the vacuum's so diverse now, and, in between this episode and the last episode, E3 happened, with, Super Smash Brothers being announced. And when they add Luigi, which of course they will, I want them to kind of, instead of making him a clone of Mario, like, change his moveset to be, like, part of the vacuum. And it's kind of a bad time to talk about this because some important stuff is happening. So I will just, hold off on that subject for a bit, at this moment. But, these are the, powered up ghosts that we saw one of them. We saw a powered up sneaker in the old Clockworks at the last mission, and we didn't really know what it was, but now it's kind of confirmed that these gold crystals make them even more stronger and even more evil than they previously were by the destruction of the Dark Moon. So I always thought that was a really interesting thing, how they had like a little backstory behind it instead of just like adding stronger ghosts, which they would have done anyways. They kind of have like a backstory behind it, which I think is pretty interesting. Like a little mini backstory. But yeah, basically just have to catch all of them. In this footage, Mega Man NG doesn't do this, but I do recommend, like, you can look into a crystal of any ghost, like a sneaker, the puncher I think he is, or slammer or whatever, and the greenie, and whichever one you look in first will come out alone, but then after that the other two will come out together. I recommend doing the sneaker first, so you don't have like the sneaker being in the way of anything, like, because the sneaker can like scare you when you're trying to catch the other ghosts, and it's kind of annoying, so I recommend him doing it alone instead of what happened in this footage. But you can do it either way, whatever you prefer. I just think the sneaker would make it much more easier. But anyways, I will continue my Smash Luigi talk in the next episode. Stay tuned for that. The next episode should be coming out in tomorrow, if not in a few days. But anyways, I've been Bowblax. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we will head on to D3, which is actually the last normal mission in this mansion. This mansion falls a bit short in terms of mission numbers, but the mission lengths are more longer than in the other mansions, because they had like the short polterpup ones or anything. But anyways, I've been Bowblax. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.